Hey everyone, BJ Wimpy here, and as you can tell, I am not in my Emperor Palpatine cosplay today. And that's because I have a slightly different video for you, and that is a lightsaber unboxing. Now, like most Star Wars fans, I would venture to say all Star Wars fans, I am a fan of lightsabers. I happen to have, a couple on hand, just in case. Mostly, as you can tell, different sabers of Emperor Palpatine. I think I also have a Darth Vader, a Kid Fisto, and now I have a new lightsaber from our friends at SuperneoX. They reached out to me and they offered to send me a lightsaber, and my inner General Grievous, couldn't wait, and a fine addition to my collection.
Fine addition to my collection.
That was not a great Grievous impression. I don't get to do General Grievous very often. But anyway, SuperneoX sent me a new lightsaber, asked me to review it for you, and though they did send me this lightsaber for free, I'm going to give you an honest review and an honest my honest thoughts and feelings on the saber itself and the quality, and then let you make your own decision about their company. If you are interested, there is a link in the video description or in my bio where it's a referral link, so you can go look at the lightsabers. You can also use the discount code BJWimpy, just like that, all one word, to get a little extra off on a lightsaber if you choose. Please don't feel pressured. Don't feel like you need to, but if you want a lightsaber and this appeals to you, let's do it. So, without further ado, let's unbox a lightsaber. Here is my saber from SuperneoX, and as you can see, it comes in this nice little box. It's like a nice solid cardboard box, and says in Arabic, saber. Very nice of them. I wouldn't want to mistake it for anything else. But yeah, let's open this up and see what we got. Okay, I think I got this set up so that you can watch and observe while I open. So here we go. Gonna open that up. Okay, it looks very well packaged, which is always nice. You want to make sure that everything's good. So we have the saber hilt there, a little toolkit over here, and then the blade is along the bottom here. Let me get that saber out and show it to you. I mean the hilt at least, right? Who do you think it is? Put your guesses before I pull it out. Who do you think, whose saber is this? I don't think you'll guess. It's a little bit obscure, but I'm interested to see who you think. Hey, and there is the hilt out of the box. It looks really nice. These little activator buttons, they were like separate in that bubble wrapped bag that it was in. So I did just have to screw those in. I just tightened them with my fingers. It went in really easy. So I think that's great. This is where the blade will go. Obviously, you gotta pull Luke Skywalker, look right into it. The first thing you do. I actually really like the heft of this hilt is very nice. It's all metal pieces, it feels like. I really love the accents on like the grips here. Reminds me very much of like episode 1 lightsabers. This is very Obi-Wan almost, just here, this end piece. But yeah, I feel like it's a long hilt, especially I guess compared to my Emperor Palpatine hilts, which are a little bit shorter. So yeah, any guesses yet on whose hilt this is? If you did get it, tell me at what point in the video you guessed correctly before this point. So now I will reveal this to you, whose hilt this is. Actually, like I look at two-handed, very good two-handed hilt. They'd be great for like, very good control. If you're especially like the samurai fighting style. Okay, I'm going to reveal whose hilt this is. This is actually a hilt that I chose. They have so many hilts on their website, from all of the classic characters, Jedi Knights, apprentices, They have custom hilts of their own that are no specific character. They have customizable things. Lots of really cool hilts. As I was scrolling along, though, I thought this one just struck me, and I felt very nostalgic for it, and so I had to pick it up. And this hilt belongs to, drumroll please, Kyle Katarn. Now, how was that for a deep cut? I know most people probably don't know who Kyle Katarn is. I guess I shouldn't say that. That's wrong. Some casual Star Wars fans might not know who Kyle Katarn is. I grew up with Kyle Katarn playing the Jedi Knight computer games. And yeah, so felt very nostalgic when I saw it for some reason, and that's why I chose to have them send me this one. They had lots of other sabers I was interested in, and if I end up liking this, I'll probably end up ordering my Darksaber for my Din Djarin cosplay, and also the saber for Balin's Skull, because I kind of want to do a Balin cosplay as well, because I just think he is such a cool character. But yeah, overall, in thought of the hilt is like 2 thumbs up. A fine addition to my collection.
Fine addition to my collection.
But let's put the blade in, light this sucker up, and see what we think from there. There we go, I got it. I think I have them all in. There were 3 locations for a setting screw. 1 here on this level, and then 2 up higher on this level. They did go really, really deep. I have another saber that requires the Allen wrench to put in like set screws, like little Allen screws to hold it. But these ones like disappear down inside the saber, inside the hilt and the emitter here. I hope that was right. I was twisting and twisting and twisting, and I kept thinking, is this right? Is this right? But they seem like they're in. Something interesting, my others have more screws to hold them. This only had 3, 2 up on this one and 1 down here. I mean, that is like a triangle, so hopefully that holds it good. I was expecting there to be more screws to hold it, so I hope that that's secure enough, especially if I want to duel or anything with it. It feels pretty secure. Okay, yeah, it feels pretty secure. Maybe I'll go back and tighten just a little bit more, just to make sure. Here we go. Okay, here we are. I got the blade all in, made sure it was charged, ready for the very first ignition. I waited for you all. I'm going to pull on my little Death Star light pull here, turn off my main light, and you can be here with me for the inaugural ignition. Here we go. Ready? In the words of Anakin.
This is where the fun begins.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Oh. That's great. Okay. I like that flicker effect on the blade. It looks blue in person, like a very light blue. But on the camera, it looks very white. I wonder if I can go to a darker blue. I'll have to check that out. The sound, really loud. Yeah, that's a really great sound. I'm also gonna have to see if I can turn that down, because it's almost too loud, in my opinion. So I know Kyle did have a blue lightsaber at one point. He started off with a green lightsaber, then went to a yellow. And then finally, he built his own lightsaber that was blue. Gonna deactivate this. So far, really enjoying it. I do know that you can change the lightsaber color, you can change the way that the saber ignites, and you can change the blade effect. Like how it had that really heavy flicker, you can do different effects on it. So the flicker looks different. I'm going to figure out how to change the color, trying to get it to go green for his first saber, and then I'll find yellow, and then maybe a darker blue. I don't know if you can do a darker blue, but I'll be right back.
1 hour later.
All right, not gonna lie, I read through their instructions, which came with it. Not very well translated, a little bit confusing, and I even watched a video online and I could not find out how to change the color of this blade. So we just got that bright white, blue, light blue, whitish on camera looking saber. I did find out a few other things though. When once the saber is ignited, you get the clash sound effect by hitting it. You can also do blast or deflect by pushing this lower button. It does like the blaster deflection, and also if you hold down that lower button, you get like the saber lock. So if you like your locked sabers, oh, it did it earlier. There it goes. So I'm locked, and you let it go. So there you go. Yeah, I guess you have to hold it down, let it go, and now it says we're locked, and then you press it again to stop the lock. Could not figure out how to make the sound go lower or change the color, but I found out different ignitions. So let me show you a different ignition. Ignition 2. Kind of cool, like it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ignition 3. That was kind of cool. Ignition 4. That was kind of cool. It's like stacked up all the way to the end. Ignition 5. Oh, so it came from both ends. Ignition 6. So I didn't show you all of them, but there were 11 different ignitions for this, which were pretty cool. I will say most of them were not very Star Wars-y. They were really cool and very sci-fi-esque, but not Star Wars-y. Final review of the Katarn lightsaber from SuperneoX sabers. You know, I would give it a solid like 7 or 8 out of 10. I really like it. The hilt itself gets a 10 out of 10. This is beautifully made, beautifully crafted, really beautiful. How many times can I say beautiful, right? I love the details. I love the coloring. I personally like my sabers a little more gummed up, lived in, used. So I'm probably going to give a finish to this. So it's not quite so bright and shiny aluminum. This look like right now looks very episode 1, like the Jedi in their prime, not necessarily in their prime, the Jedi Order, you know, all around doing good, high upkeep on everything. Katarn lived more in the Empire time, and so I would like to make this a little more muddied up, get some detail in there, some carbon scoring like I've really seen some battles, you know. But the hilt itself, whoopsie. Hilt itself, great construction, very beautiful. A fine addition to my collection.
Fine addition to my collection.
Very happy with that. Installing the blade, super easy. Tighten the Allen wrench is great. My only complaint, honestly, of the entire saber, so maybe I should make it a solid 8. The solid 8. My complaint is that it's not very user-friendly. The instructions aren't very well translated, and they don't make a lot of sense about how to operate your saber, how to change the different fonts for the sounds. I couldn't find a sound. The only thing I could find personally was the ignition and blade effects. I didn't show you any blade effects, but I showed you some different ignitions. I could not find how to change the color of the blade. I could not find how to raise or lower the volume, and I think it's a little loud. And yeah, so that is one of my complaints. Overall though, like I said, solid 8. Maybe if I have more time figuring out my saber, it would be a jump up to a 9 or a 10. But right now, because it's not very user-friendly, sticking with my 8 out of 10 on this. But a fine addition to my collection indeed.
Fine addition to my collection.
And I'm going to leave you all with a quick closet cosplay of Katarn. So let me go throw that together, and I'll be right back. So here we go, very quick, Kyle Katarn closet cosplay. Kai was always described as like a mix between Han Solo and Luke Skywalker, which is why he was such a great, character to play in a video game. Mercenary for hire, force sensitive, self-trained Jedi. So there we go. Let me put my blade back in, and I'll give you a little Kyle line to sign off. I'm Kyle Katarn. I'm no Jedi. Just a guy with a lightsaber and a few questions. SuperneoX Sabers, thank you so much for sending me this awesome lightsaber. It was really exciting to unbox this for all of you. I hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in getting your own Kyle Katarn lightsaber or other lightsaber, please check out the link in my bio or in the video description and use the code BJWimpy to get a little bit of a discount. I hope you enjoy it. And may the Force be with you. Always.